Lake City. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Badgers will kick it away to start us off. Coming out with it, it's Brake. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. To the air, it's Dampier. Gonna try to get it himself. Good line on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. Picks up the first down, still moving. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Working the big fella to the corner. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Oh, he got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Utes.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Gives it on the option. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Here's the handoff. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it behind the line, it's Jones. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Looking to pass. It's Edwards. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. And the Badgers have taken it inside the 20. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Here's a heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. And they failed to hook up on 3rd down.
Man, they just couldn't find the hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
And it's no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. With the catch, it's Parker. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Trying to set up the screen. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
And the Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He will not make a fair catch, field the punt, and bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Back to throw, it's Edwards. That's caught. It's Jones. Quick step and go. There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
The Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. This quarterback part of their running game. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Fighting off the defender. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. They'll run for it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That's a risky play call there, 4th and a couple of yards, and you turn around, you hand it to your running back, you say, my guy's a better athlete than any of yours on defense, and he's going to find a way to keep this drive going.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. It's complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Looking for space, it's Dupree. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Returns ready to go back on the attack. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Got a man, it's Parker. Breaks into the open. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
And the Utes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The throw to the outside is complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When the football is thrown accurately, where I can catch it and be a runner after the catch, it makes all the difference in the world. I can keep that speed up. Now I can break tackles like you see here and go make big plays for my offense.
The Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves him. Let's talk for just a minute here about Utah. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
But you got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Pulls it in, it's Davis. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And the Utes are on the move. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Complete to the left. Turning it on. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Utah.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Leaves it with the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Anthony. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Wants to throw. It's Edwards. Rushes on him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
This is why Risackle is one of the toughest places to... He's going to let it go. He's got it inside the 25. Out of bounds at the 16 after the big-time gain.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A 1st down for the offense. He'll pull it on the read. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
The play-action fake. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Release to the back. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
No good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Floating away. That's caught. It's Davis. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Parker. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Finds a man on the left. He's down at the 25-yard line. Waning moments of the first half. It is a first down. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Timeout, Utah.
And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Utes will try to kick this one deep and get things underway in the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
He leaves it with his back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air, it's Edwards. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on third down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
And the returner will be dragged down. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
Gonna run it. It's Parker. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
And now this offense will take the field again. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done.
Oh, he's got some space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking for the score. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away, and doing it cleanly. No PI. As a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Gives it on the option. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback will keep it. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Quarterback keeps it. Gets it past the marker. There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Utes!
Yeah, dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my drink here. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop it.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Kansas State went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Cats in a statement win if there ever was one. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Breaks the tackle. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
The Badgers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Makes the grab. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the stick.
Breaks into the open. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Complementary offensive football, finding just enough balance, and Wisconsin quarterbacks have always done a great job staying within their system.
Stay within the system, stay within yourself, know when to chuck the football, but more importantly,
intercepted for the 11th time. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
and he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
They'll go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws for the tight end. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Anthony. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Now the play fake. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bray. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Dampier. Pulls it in. It's Brake. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Steps away. Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll sling it out to the left. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And this is a situation this offense trains for, having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
Touchdown, Utah! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here late in the 4th quarter.
Going to take a shot at this DB. He dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep end.
Complete to the left. Open spaces. At the 30. Past the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Badgers.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They had the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't
forget the kick. He's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2.
Utah 31, Wisconsin 18.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brake. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for room. It's Parker. Turning it on. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. They'll give it to him again. Shakes off the defender. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Handoff from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Utes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. To the air, it's Edwards. Bringing the heat. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them.
Great play by the defense, and they're expecting this, right? In a 2-minute situation, they've got a 2-possession lead. They got a lot of DBs out on the field, and everybody's eyes are just on the quarterback. They're all seeing it thrown, and they're breaking on the ball, and they come away with a nice interception.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that. Every time you go into the booth, I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a